welcome to Questionable Fandom with Alex and Casey. I'm Alex.
I'm Casey. Jesus.
Yeah.
He's botched the opening.
It's just crickets. They distracted me.
I know.
Well, we made it to episode 10.
Episode 10.
Double digits, man.
10 episodes in the can. 9 episodes in the can.
Yeah.
9.5 episodes. We're working on one.
Yeah, we're working on one. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we had some talk today about, I think we may be changing up the format of the show.
Yeah, so this will be a Comic-Con episode. We'll just be going over everything from San Diego Comic-Con 2019, and it's a whole lot.
Right.
But so next week, we're going to try a different format.
Yeah, it's going to be more laid back.
More personality, but more personal, I suppose.
It's going to be probably half the length, roughly.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see when
we may get to talking and just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, and then
there's no telling.
We have a review of Good Omens coming out in 2 weeks. We're in production on that, but it's slow going.
Yeah, could give you a little behind the scene peek, is what we're doing is I'll go on and say it, we've only watched episode 1 so far, but we watched the trailer, came in, recorded like 5 minutes or so, and then we watched episode 1, came in, gave our thought, what we thought about it.
Yeah, and we're going to keep watching episodes and keep doing on the spot reactions as we go through.
Yeah, our reactions are going to be like maybe 5 minutes after we get done with the episode.
Yeah, in theory.
In theory.
Yeah.
Episode 1 had a snaggle, but...
Alright, so let's just get into what we've been doing this week.
I guess, actually, real quick, one more on the show news thing is we're not going to be PG.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least not on purpose.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be like R. We're not going to be dropping cuss words every other word.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be censoring them out anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not like it's a conscious decision to be edgy or anything.
Right.
And sometimes we're PG on...
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
This isn't too unusual of a conversation.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think in the 9 episodes we've released up to this date...
I think I've slipped like twice.
I was going to say, I think I've cut like 3 cuss words, not counting my solo episode because fireworks going off.
Yeah.
But that's a different story.
Yeah, it didn't happen a whole lot.
But that wasn't me slipping and talking. That was me cussing at the neighbors.
Yeah, I got you. Of course, talk about what we've been doing this week. We were totally in public, and I had a guy tell me to stop cussing so much.
Yeah. I guess we can go and get into that. We were playing the board game Hate from Cool Mini.
Yeah.
And it's a post-apocalyptic world where...
everyone's savage barbarians.
Yeah, you're playing a tribe of cannibals. I mean...
Yeah, I know.
It's a very mature game.
Yeah, we're playing... Yeah, the rule book has curse words in it. And
it has nudity in the artwork on it, actually.
Does it?
Yeah. It's very, like, minor.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, the game is like you're savages that are wearing skull capes and stuff.
Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic, and you're a cannibal tribe.
Yeah, you're killing your enemies and taking them and cooking them, like so.
It's a fun game.
It's just funny, like in the conversation we'll go in, and the place where we are at, the manager was like, "Could you quiet down the language?" It's like, well, it's the game we're playing.
There's normals around.
Yeah, normies is the term we use.
Yeah. We played that last night. I played Gloomhaven, the board game, today.
I bought the Steam game.
Yeah, I bought the Steam. I've been playing it. I know a lot of people... I've heard some reviews. Yeah. I mean, it's early access. You got 4 characters. That's it. Whereas the normal game has 16. I forget the actual number.
Yeah, I've never seen the actual physical copy, like set up anyway, like in the setup phase. I've seen it played.
And I think they say there's like 10 enemies in it right now, so it's like a 10th of what's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really scaled down, but it got a good foundation. Right.
I bought it, I haven't played it. I did install it, though.
I played a couple hours of it. I've enjoyed it. Finished Mystery Glacius show.
I hope you had fun.
I mean, I was playing Gloomhaven on the last couple of episodes of it, so... I mean, I didn't mind the show, but it's like what I expected. It's what I said last week.
Yes.
It didn't change.
Certainly a low point.
Started bonding.
Yes, a Netflix original. I watched it like a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week. It was what prompted me to turn it on.
Super short. Like if anybody's into like weird pseudo British comedy, even though it's like actually takes place in New York.
Right.
But to me, it has like almost a British feel of like the way the show is put together.
I need to watch this. I've only watched the first episode. I need to watch the second one to get a true opinion of it.
It's really short though. If anybody wants like just a quick show that's pretty wild and racy. It's like 7 sub 20-minute episodes.
Yeah.
I think I watched it in one sitting. Like the whole thing all the way through can't be 2 hours.
The pilot was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, really short.
I would have probably kept watching, but I was falling asleep towards the end of it.
But that's all you did?
That's pretty much all I did this week. I had the late shift at work, so I was out till like
I had the late shift
11
myself,
midnight, so
yeah.
can't do much in the mornings when you've got like 2 hours before work.
Yeah. So I started watching my like Mr. Iglesias, like where I'm doing other stuff. I was watching the Screw Attacks Death Battle videos, which I've seen before.
That was
like,
pretty good.
Everybody's seen
yeah.
some of them. But I like went to the actual playlist and like started going through everything I had not seen. And
Right.
like I've seen every one now, or at least every one like in its current format. Like there's some really old ones that are like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah,
it's like,
you've seen most of them.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I've seen every one that I care to see. I mean, and every one that's in the 20-minute format. The 20-minute format is great.
Where they like break down the strengths and weaknesses before they do the battle.
Yeah, I
need to watch it more.
Yeah.
Just got out of watching it.
Yeah. I like learning, so to me, like, I actually like the first bit better, where it's like...
Yeah, I do too.
When it's properties I don't know, like Kid Icarus, know nothing about Kid Icarus, get to learn some.
Yeah, when I watch it, my favorite part is when watching the first part is like, okay, they're listing like all these weaknesses for this person, they're gonna lose.
I was watching an episode with,
Sometimes I'm wrong on that, but...
Yeah. So I picked up a pattern of like they do number breakdowns for a lot of things like to real world science, but usually what happens is like whoever's gonna win, they'll say a feat, but like not actually break the numbers down, so that when they break the numbers down to the second guy, it doesn't look pale in comparison.
Right.
If you know what I mean. So like if number A has got like 10 power, they'll say what he did, but they won't break down the power being 10. So the second guy, they'll break down his power as like a 7. You're like, oh, that's pretty good. But when they battle, the first guy will win. And like they'll retroactively go back and go, here's the math. Like if we show you the math up front, like you would know.
Right.
But I watched an episode where that happened, where they didn't mention the numbers. Guys gotta win, and they lost. It's like, I don't remember what episode it was. It was like it completely killed their format. I was like, that was weird. And it was actually an older episode because the YouTube playlist, play in reverse.
Right.
Which I don't know if they play in reverse or people just don't upload their videos correctly into the playlist, but it's very irritating.
Well, it's a way if they do like an auto playlist.
Yeah.
It'll do the newest one at first.
I know.
On most of them. I think there is a setting you can do where it's flipped.
Reverse. I think that you can watch DBZ Abridged
In
the
order,
right way.
yeah.
The right way.
But I mean, death battles, it doesn't matter if you watch the newest or the oldest first.
It doesn't at all. They have no continue. It's just funny because I'll watch an episode, then watch the one under it, but at the end they'll have a preview for next week's episode, which
is the one you just
watched.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I did that. I guess all of those at this point. You don't actually know what the G1 Climax is.
No.
It is a annual round robin 20-man tournament for pro wrestling based out of Japan, for a company called New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's considered like the pinnacle of, not like the best in the world as far as like the biggest stars,
right?
But like the most athletic, hard-hitting, pure form. They consider it like the hardest tournament to compete in because it's a 20-man round robin and it only takes place across, I want to say like 26 days or something usually. So you're competing like every other day.
Okay.
And like 30-minute time limit match. And I usually don't watch them because they usually are way too aggressive for my taste and they're hurting each other and then they're not taking any time off and they're working 2 days, then 2 days, then 2 days. It usually scares me to the point of I'm not enjoying the art.
Yeah, I mean, it's an endurance challenge from the sounds of it.
Pretty much. Like, there's a guy who's considered by a lot of people one of the best in the world right now named Will Ospreay, and he got a stinger. Do you understand what that is?
Nope.
It's like whenever you get hit and your nervous system,
Okay.
Yeah. And usually when you get a stinger, it's not that big a deal, but it's like if you got a stinger, you could get one at work. Like, you could get one, and like, you just need to not work for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you just need to take time off to recover.
Especially if you're an athlete, because your muscles will dystrophy because you won't be able to work out the right way, so you'll be uneven.
Yeah.
And he just took like 3 days off. It's like, God dang it, man. And then worked like another 2 days after. He did a Thursday, then a Saturday. God.
Listening to it just makes me think of Ninja Warrior, where they changed the first. It's like a 3-part course. I don't know if you've ever watched it.
Yeah, I used to watch all the old, the Japanese. I watched
the Japanese one. And I remember one year I was watching it. They're like, yeah, we changed the first part because too many people were getting through it. Not like they were
Yeah.
waiting to finishing the event. They were just getting through the first part.
Yeah.
It's like we're not leading out enough, so we had to make it harder.
Yeah, but I keep hearing it's like the best one they've ever done, the best G1 they've ever done. The G1's always got a great reputation. So I've been watching it, but it's been taking a lot of time because, again, it's 2 round robin tournaments going simultaneously, 10 and 10, and then the
Okay.
winner of each block will have a finals. But
Yeah.
at each show, that means there's 5 matches because 10 round robin. But again, when 5 matches all have 30-minute time limits, it can go 3 hours every night. I think I've watched like 4 of those. It took like 10 hours.
I can believe it.
And then I've been playing Magic Arena because they introduced, with M20, they introduced a new system for reward.
I saw something about that, but I didn't look at it.
They call it Mastery, so instead of just getting awards by winning matches now, you get experience points and level up, and you get stuff when you level up.
That makes me think of the Pokemon.
It's kind of
Online.
exactly like that.
Okay. Not
Pretty
that
much.
system.
Yeah, they get like cosmetic stuff, and then it's not bad. Like I was just playing it earlier, it was fine. The only thing that is controversial is that everyone gets a mastery tree, but you can buy like an advanced like a thing, and you keep the same one that everyone else has, but you get an additional one. So when you hit those benchmarks, you get extra.
Okay.
But if you play through the whole tree, you get like 6 times its that. But you have to actually play.
Right.
Force yourself.
Yeah.
So
Then is it gonna if it's gonna rotate?
it
with,
rotates when a new
sets?
set comes. Yeah.
So
Because
they're doing seasons, basically.
yeah, it's doing seasons. Because when you get to your threshold, you get they have a mastery tree that's separate from the rewards, where you get the interactive arts they do
Right.
for
Right.
cards, and you pick which one you want on this tree, and it's like the 5 in the center are like monocolored cards, they're common, then like uncommons in the next ring, and then like the very outer ring is like multicolored mythic.
I think I saw part of that actually.
Yeah. So you really want
Something
to get.
similar.
So if
to
you
it.
want to complete that tree before the season ends, you have to play quite a bit. I'm
Right.
assuming.
Well, I mean that's one way to get people to play it.
Like, it came out like 2 weeks ago. I think I've got 3 of those pips in that tree so far, and I think there's probably 15.
I don't want to compare it to this game, but Fortnite does something like that. The more matches you play, you unlock rewards.
That's fair.
I wouldn't know about that, but I worked with a guy that was big into Fortnite, so he talked about it quite a bit.
Yeah, my brother plays Fortnite.
Yeah, well, that's all I'm
He's
going to
not
say
good
about
at
it.
it. Yeah.
So I guess San Diego?
San Diego. I call this the sequels everywhere. Sequels and reboots. You get a sequel. You get a sequel. You get a reboot.
It really is this year. Holy crap.
And
Let's
season renewals, yeah.
Yeah, so Picard.
We watched the trailer for Picard. A buddy of mine went out of his way to text me from out of town to tell me that I had to see the Picard trailer. He was wrong.
I enjoyed watching it. It's edging me closer and closer to getting CBS All Access.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to watch that series. Because I grew up watching Next Generation, so it was my show. Star
Yeah,
Trek.
it's not my show. I thought it was good though. Like the trailer was done well, you know.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
we just watched a bunch of trailers, and when I'm thinking back, like the Picard trailer was put together better than most, and Patrick Stewart's like so good.
right. But like I was saying when we watched it last night, they need to jump that series like 50 or 100 years in the future.
Well, they're doing that with Star Trek Discovery season.
Well, I mean, but it's getting to the more current timeline.
It's after. It's like after Picard.
Okay. I thought you said it was getting like closer to.
No. So it's a prequel series for the first 2 seasons.
Right.
I haven't seen season 2. Spoilers. They tell me that the cliffhanger at the end of the season is a time displacement, and then
It
season
kind of has
3.
to be.
The season 3 trailer is like them in undone
Okay.
time. Like it's completely fresh.
I mean, that's what this, like I said, that's what the series needs is jump ahead. That way you can introduce all this new tech because you've had a century to introduce it in the course of the timeline.
Exactly. But
I mean,
this show's
I'm
probably
hyped
gonna be
for
fun.
it. Yeah, I'm hyped for it. Like I said, I grew up watching Next Generation, so
Yeah. Top Gun Maverick.
meh.
So cheesy.
Meh.
I know. Yeah. Whatever, man. Tom Cruise. Whatever. What else can I say?
I really don't know what to say. I mean, I was watching the trailer, and I think half of it was from the older movies.
I don't
It's
know. Like, there's planes, man.
Yeah, I was like,
I
okay,
know people
whatever.
love Top Gun, but it's like, this trailer didn't do anything.
Yeah,
No,
I had no
I like
interest in watching it.
I like the Dark Materials trailer. They called the movie Golden Compass. It's actually called the Dark Materials thing. I mean,
This actually looks
the
pretty
book
good.
series is called Dark. So
Yeah.
this is truer to that.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It
I
really
kind of
does.
want to see
I mean,
it.
this is the HBO show, right? I'm pretty sure this is HBO.
I was about to ask, network is this on?
If
I
it's-
don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's HBO, but I'm gonna look.
But yeah, I mean, it looks good.
But-
I kind of want to watch it because watching the trailer, I had so many questions afterwards.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. Like the girl they got. The thing that about these that are hard is that its protagonist is a young girl, like a child.
Right.
And it could
That's
be-
kind of hard to do
and
in
it
live
could
action.
It'd be so difficult to get like a really child. But when they're
That's fair.
good, they're usually just amazing. But
Yeah,
it's
they
usually
generally-
one or the other.
Yeah, I was gonna say when they're good, it's generally the start of a long career.
Yeah, no. It's a co-production between BBC One and HBO.
Okay, so it's on HBO.
Yeah.
So it means I can't cancel my HBO until Westworld.
Yeah. Oh man, HBO's killing it right now. Oh, I forgot to mention that earlier. I'm watching the new season of Big Little Lies, which is an HBO series. That's a drama based on a series of novels,
Okay.
adult novels. It's got great cast. HBO's killing it. I love watching. Everybody tells me I need to watch Chernobyl, and I've seen it yet. But it's like one
I
of
haven't
the
heard
best
it.
series of the year.
I've heard it's good.
Rick and Morty season 4. There wasn't really a trailer. It was just like we know
A
season
little
4 is coming
short
this
bit.
year. It's
Yeah.
like in October, I think.
They released like a
It's-
2-minute bit.
The new
From the
season's
show.
got 10 episodes, and
Okay.
then they're trying to make it 12, but it ended up just being 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
And then
I'm hot for it.
you know they've got an order of like 88 more.
Yeah. I love the show. Hate the fan base.
Yeah, I know it's bad. Like all the merchandise I hate. I went to
Yeah.
the mall for the first time in forever, and I'm looking around, and stuff I see is like Riverdale, which looks terrible, and Rick and Morty, but it's all like just bad. Like the stuff that they franchise, I'm like, I don't like this. But the show to me is like amazing.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like I said, I enjoy the show quite a bit. But it's one of those like the pickle Rick thing.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Why is that so high?
Yeah,
It's like whatever.
that's my same thing. The merchandising stuff sometimes.
And I remember the whole Szechuan sauce ordeal.
Oh gosh.
That makes it's one of
But I
those
do
things
want to
that-
see the next season. It looks
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. It almost makes that kind of stuff makes me kind of sad to say I'm a fan of
I
the
know.
show.
Yeah, it's hard to. I'm not going to a Rick and Morty con or anything. Walking Dead's got a 10th season. Fear the Walking Dead's got a 5th season. There's a Walking Dead movie.
Yeah, so more Walking Dead.
Yeah, I mean AMC said this like whenever the book ended, they're like, yeah, we're not into no Walking Dead. We're gonna bleed it dry.
Yeah,
Every
they got the
dollar it's
rights.
worth. Every dollar until it's not profitable.
HBO's doing the same thing with A Song of Fire and Ice, Game of Thrones.
True.
They're gonna milk those properties as much as they can. Don't blame them.
Yeah, we watched the trailer for The Witcher. At least this
The
is the first thing we've done. This is like the 6th thing on the list. This is the first thing we think that's at least not a reboot or a sequel. Everything
Right.
previous was a reboot, sequel, or bastardization.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Watch the trailer for The Witcher. Not hyped to watch it, but I'm still gonna watch it.
I thought it was weak. Yeah,
Just because I've heard
Twilight,
good things about
the game.
the game, about the books.
Yeah, hopefully it's good. It didn't. The trailer wasn't doing.
Yeah,
much
the
for me.
trailer didn't do much for me. It's whatever, but I'll still give it a shot.
Of course. The Jay and Silent Bob reboot trailer. We caught that.
I
thought-
haven't seen any of it.
I neither.
I need to see this movie.
I thought it was fun. It
This
started.
movie needs to come out tomorrow.
I love Kevin Smith so much because I saw him talk about how the painstaking putting the trailer together was for him because he did it himself. And like it starts in that first scene of like them with the cops or whatever. I didn't think it was like all that funny. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And like it built where it's
Right.
like the next scene's like okay, the next scene, and like the third or fourth scene we were both like cracking up. Like
Yeah.
it's like,
It was
oh
good.
god, he's so
I
good.
want to see the movie. I can't wait
So
for it to
good.
come out.
I love his daughter is great.
Which character was his daughter?
She's Kevin Smith's daughter plays Jay's daughter.
Okay.
The-
I know she's been in movies of his, but I don't know what she looks like.
She's the blonde girl.
Yeah.
She's
yeah. I know
She was
now.
in Tusk and Cloak 2 or Cloaks 3, and she was in a movie that didn't have anything to do. I don't think he did yoga. Oh, maybe he did do Yoga Hosers.
He did.
Okay, she was in that with Johnny Depp's daughter. I'm getting Yoga Hosers mixed up with three.
I was gonna say I didn't think there was a Clerks 3.
There's none yet. I don't think there was one yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have heard about that one.
I think he's working on it.
Yeah, but I mean he's been working on Mallrats 2 forever.
I don't know if Mallrats 2's happening.
I think at this point the mall's torn down, and he was trying to get it out
Yeah.
film it before the mall got torn down
Yeah, I
from
think
the first one.
It got killed for the Silent Bob movie, but whatever. It's whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's the trailer was great though. His daughter's great. She's actually about to be in that Quentin Tarantino movie too. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kevin Smith, for anything bad you want to say about the guy, like some people, think he's like super talented or whatever. This dude leads the most interesting life you've ever seen. Like, can you imagine like going to a Marvel movie and your movie being in that movie? And then like he comes home and they release the poster for the new Quentin Tarantino movie, and it's got his daughter in the background, and like he looks up in his office and there's a Pulp Fiction poster because that was like the movie, like the best movie he saw when it came out.
Yeah.
It's like, that's who I aspire to be, and my daughter's in that guy's movie. Like, that's wild to me. Like that sort of existential stuff. I love it.
Even though she was actually in the first Jay and Silent Bob movie, she was baby Silent Bob.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I know.
So another person they brought back for the sequel.
Yeah.
Or the reboot.
She's great too in the trailer.
Yeah, I want to see it. Let's get back to the HBO camp.
HBO camp's where it's at. Watchmen. I thought the trailer was. HBO just has good trailers. Like whoever they have doing.
Yeah, actually, this trailer may be a little more hype for the show than the first trailer did.
It was very cryptic the first time around.
Yeah.
This one gives you more of a feeling of like this is at least up to years after the end of Watchmen.
Yeah, it gave me the timeline.
Yeah. I mean, it should be said this has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with Alan Moore at all. It's a continuation of the original Watchmen, but it has nothing to do with him.
Alright, I mean DC's continuing that story now in the comics, or they did.
They are. It's not done. And they're doing the show is like a bunch of people figured out the stuff with Rorschach, and they're taking up arms against the government, apparently.
Right, and there's like vigilantes everywhere. Apparently cops are wearing masks as well, what I gathered.
Yeah, like the Rorschach people are attacking cops' families because they know who they are, so the cops have to put on masks. And then obviously the people who still don't like masks. It seems super depthy, political.
It's a Watchmen thing.
It seems on theme, actually.
Yeah. It makes me hyped to watch it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the old guy in the trailer, they didn't say that was Ozymandias, but I got the feeling that that's who that was.
Yeah.
The old businessman. And then at the very end, there was like the Dr. Manhattan teaser.
Yeah. We see some dude from the back in a suit reach down, pick up a Dr. Manhattan mask, but he has a blue hand.
Yeah. That sure looks cool. It comes out this year.
Yeah, I want to watch it now. Westworld Season 3.
A full-length trailer.
The trailer got me hyped.
This trailer was so awesome.
I want to watch it so bad.
I'll tell you what about whoever makes. I guess I need to go look like what else these people do. The people who make this Westworld show. This first season was like one of the best shows I'd ever seen when I saw it.
It's so crazy because it's based off of some like mediocre movie from like the 80s.
I know.
It's not even like a book.
Well, it's like we watched the first season. We're like, this is like one of the best. I mean, it's legitimately one of the best things I ever saw.
I watched it. It's like, why can't I have this instead of Game of Thrones coming up?
Exactly. So I was like, this thing's like one of the best things I've ever seen. But I thought it's 10 episodes. It was Season 1's a pretty self-contained story.
Right.
And Anthony Hopkins was in it, and he's like just one of the best actors ever breathed.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to bring his power.
So it's like, I was like, man, so they announced a Season 2. And they didn't need a Season 2. Season 1's great.
Yeah, I would have been. Yeah, I would have been fine at the end of Season 1 of that being it.
So they announced Season 2, and it's like, man, I wonder if they can like keep it up. And it's completely different.
Yeah, it's still awesome.
The story is completely left field, all new stuff. It all builds off Season 1, but it's not like it's hanging on the coattails. It's not reimagining the characters. It's just pushing forward.
Right, it's like
into new
what
territory.
would these characters do now
in
this situation.
It's like the opposite of Heroes. Did you ever watch Heroes?
No.
Season 1's same thing. It's a 20-episode season. It's one of the best network shows you'll ever see.
Right.
The finale of Heroes is like one of the best things ever for one self-contained season, and then the show had 4 more seasons.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't that good.
By the end, it's terrible.
Season. Yeah.
But the first season, the second season were both good.
Yeah, Westworld Season 2 was awesome.
Yeah, I was like, man, what can they do
this
for
season
3? Because 3
looks awesome and
different.
Watching the trailer, I got so many questions. I need it. It needs to come out.
Yeah. Man, I'm so hyped for Aaron Paul. He doesn't do a whole lot, but everything I see him in, save for that Need for Speed movie, which was terrible. Every show I see him in, he's just fantastic.
And I forgot that the chick that played Valkyrie was in this show.
Yeah.
And it's honestly one of those shows I just forget who the actors are.
Yeah,
and just get into enjoying the show.
So good.
Because I don't think I would have noticed I forget the dude's name, but the brother-in-law of William.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even realize he was dude in Punisher if I wasn't watching Punisher when I was watching
Oh,
season
yeah,
2.
exactly. Yeah, and the guy who plays younger Will is in a show I watched from IFC called Happen Leonard. He's the villain for season 1 of that. It's the same way. He's like not even the same person.
Yeah, I mean the show just pulls you in so much.
Yeah, it's like not like I said, it's not even the same people acting outside. It's great though.
Yeah.
The Arrowverse stuff. They didn't really have like a lot of trailers.
Yeah, I was kind of noticed that. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, especially for Arrow because it's their last season, and their trailer, quote unquote, for season 8 is just a highlight reel of the first 7 seasons. It's a good put together highlight,
Right.
but still,
It's not really a trailer.
Yeah, but it only has a half season. They went through painstaking detail of everything we do for the first half of every season of the 5 shows is getting to the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, 5-hour crossover.
I mean, that's not bad.
That's good.
They're treating it like they would comics, so
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what you would expect to see is like 6 months leading up to the big 6-month crossover, which it's not quite the same in the show, but
Yeah, I mean, and then the spoiler is that Oliver Queen is going to die, and that show's obviously going to end. So they're just building it up and building it up to see what happens.
Right.
It's good for them. They need a bounce back season because they took some losses last year, but they lost momentum.
right. Well, we'll see what happens.
And we both watched the Harley Quinn trailer. I know you hated it.
Meh.
The
She
animated show
doesn't
on
sound
DC Universe.
right.
She's played by Kaylee Cuoco. I can never pronounce that lady's name.
Chick from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other weird thing is I've seen a bunch of Big Bang Theory, and every time I see that girl, I still think of her one reoccurring role in the last season of the original Charmed show, like 12.
Wow. You know, I've seen a lot of clips from it because for whatever reason, like when I'm on Facebook, it comes up.
What, Charmed?
No, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, it comes up
So
on my Facebook a lot.
Yeah, so I'll watch the clips because they're kind of amusing,
Yeah.
but it's like I have no desire to watch the show itself.
Yeah, not very good.
But yeah, I wasn't impressed by the trailer for Harley Quinn.
If you think the Big Bang Theory is good, go on YouTube and find where they edit it, where they edit the laugh tracks out, and watch it and see if you think it's any good after that.
All right, so next part is Marvel.
Yeah, they
A
like
lot of announcements.
dominated the news cycle.
That was kind of expected.
Oh, there's a Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, we'll get to that after Marvel.
Oh,
It's on the show notes. It's just way down there.
we can do Marvel. It's fine.
Yeah, let's do Marvel and then we'll go into Magic.
So they announced a bunch of movies.
Yeah, next movie.
And actually told us about them.
Yeah, so next movie we get is Black Widow. Comes out May 1st next year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a prequel from the current timeline
Of course.
point of view, but it's post Civil War.
I have no interest in these.
And I feel like there's gonna probably be a lot of flashbacks because they talked about they're gonna show what happened in Budapest.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
Man,
watch it. It's a Marvel movie.
Dude, I'm gonna watch it. It's just like there's this one and there's one other thing in here that's like it's the Hawkeye. I'll get to it later. But it's like I don't know. I'm not super hyped about prequel.
Well, the Hawkeye's not a prequel from what I was reading.
Okay.
I could have read wrong
Maybe it's
information.
flashing back or whatever too.
Yeah. And then next movie for next year is The Internals.
I was hyped about this movie until they told me about it.
I seen the cast list and I'm kind of the same way. It's like, okay, it's a Marvel movie. I'm gonna go watch it. And I see the cast list. It's like, do I really want to go see this?
Exactly.
I know they're trying to pull. I mean, they're big names and they're trying to pull people in, but
I know. Look, that was my thing. They kept talking about the Eternals, and it's got this, big name director and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I'll go see this. And they announced this cast, and I was like, I'm just not into this at all. I'm not even remotely. I just don't like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that was a big turnoff, and I don't know. I mean, like I said, I see the cast list, and I just don't have interest.
They did this cute thing where they were Robert Downey Jr. doesn't count, right? Because it was a crew of resurgence.
Right.
But it's like all the other Avengers actors, even if they were good, like Mark Ruffalo had a good reputation for good movies.
Right.
It's not like he was a big name.
Like Chris Evans.
Not a big name.
He'd done quite a few movies, but it wasn't like a
Not
household
big
name.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth, not a big name at the time. Good looking guy, not a big name. Scarlett Johansson had a profile, but
Right. I
not.
don't think she was on the same level at that point.
No. And so when they did Phase 2, so some of them were exceptions where it's like Benedict Cumberbatch, they went after him for years.
Right.
People asked for him to be Doctor Strange for like 5 years previous to his casting. I don't call that a cop-out, I call that a slam dunk, essentially.
Right.
There's a role he was like born to play. He
It
looks
really
just
was.
like him. Right. And then it was like Kurt Russell, right? He's in Guardians 2.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, well, that's weird. And you watch it, but they play it kind of tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, like, you know, it's okay, it's fine, it's cool. And now they're hurting me a little bit with this, like, let's just co-op we just need big stars attached to movies.
I hope that's not a bad sign.
I hope it's not bad.
Yeah, but it's coming out in November next year. It's only 2 movies for next year.
Yeah.
Which surprised me a little.
It's an all-female. I don't know if it's all-female cast, but I think it's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I'll still see it. I'm just not hyped for it.
It's got the guy that played Robb Stark in it.
Yeah. Then Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
And the Legend of the Ten Rings. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a series. It's not a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's the first movie.
It's coming quicker than I thought.
2021. It's February.
This thing should have been
I didn't see any real details on it. Beyond
just
that, it's on the.
Well,
horizon.
is that the Mandarin?
Yeah, the real Mandarin is going to be around.
Yeah, he's the leader of the order. The 10 Wings, or the Mandarin's thing.
Yeah, and then Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It's May 7th.
Yeah, this thing's supposed to be wild.
It's supposed to be a horror movie, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's supposed to be crazy.
And it is going into the multiverse.
Yeah.
Which they said in Spider-Man that Mysterio lied about it, but we had already seen the multiverse by that point from the first Doctor Strange.
Well, I think it was just that guy was a
right. But they were acting. I was reading a little bit on this. They were acting like there was no multiverse yet.
With the Scarlet Witch is in this movie.
Right. Which I do have a note about that down the line in the shows.
I was trying to remember. There's somebody like wild in this movie, and it's her because of her whatever power she's going to get after the show.
Right.
There's a Thor movie, Love and Thunder, from rom-com.
Yeah, and we're getting
female Thor. Yeah, they're adapting the graphic novel from last year.
Name?
The character's name or the actor's name? 'Cause I don't know either.
And I know it's Natalie Portman, the actress.
It's not her, is it?
Yeah, it's Jane Foster. So they're leaving the casting the same.
I thought that was a different.
No.
I didn't think they would put them back for any
They apparently got her back. It makes me wonder if Chris Hemsworth is actually going to be in it.
I don't know.
Or is it just going to be her and the new Asgardians?
I don't know. What's her name is in some movie, Valkyrie, but I didn't remember. I saw her there,
it may be
promoting something, but I don't know what she was supposed to be in.
It may be this movie. But it's coming out in November 2021. Now, that's the only 5 movies they gave dates for so far.
Yeah.
But they say they got new Blade coming. I'm not even gonna try to say the name. I'm gonna butcher it if I do.
Just his last name's Ali.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, I don't want to butcher it, but it's a dude that played Cottonmouth from the Luke Cage show.
Yeah, he was in the.
Which I don't like that they're bringing him.
He won an Academy Award for a movie called Moonlight a few years ago. And he was just won another Academy Award for True Detective. So, I mean, he's got, like, real chops. And he was great in Luke Cage.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
He was, like, the best part of the show.
I just don't like a dude playing 2 major characters in the
same universe, yeah.
Right. They did say this isn't a big surprise on any of these, but Black Panther sequel's coming, Guardians 3, Captain Marvel sequel's coming. No big surprises there. These next two are actually kind of a surprise to me. Fantastic Four is getting it. They didn't say it was a Fantastic Four movie. Just that it's a Fantastic Four centered movie.
Yeah. They might name it something else.
Yeah, which kind of leaves it up to interpretations.
There might be a Doom movie.
It could be. I forget what it was in the comic.
Future Foundation?
Yeah. Maybe that, and just using the characters.
Yeah.
But it said they're going to do something with the X-Men.
Yeah.
Don't know if
they
it's
said
a
they were
movie.
going to do something with Mutant.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it said X-Men.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't say if it's a movie or what.
I doubt it's their own movie.
No, I don't. And then, of course, a Spider-Man sequel.
I did find a bit on this Thor thing. Chris Hemsworth's not a main character.
I didn't think it would be.
Yeah, the movie revolves around Valkyrie as the new king of Asgard searching for a queen, and she's going to be gay.
Okay.
And Natalie Portman's going to get Mjolnir.
Well, I don't remember what happened to it after Endgame.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's all the movie.
Wait, he took it, didn't he?
Did he?
I think Captain America took it with him.
Okay. So I don't know what happened to it after Endgame.
Just like
okay, but on to the shows. That's all they pretty much did on the movie front.
I'm excited for...
They had a big panel for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to pretty much say it's ending after next season, season 7. Which apparently this season and next season are shorter seasons.
Yeah.
They're like 13-episode seasons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were doing half seasons anyway.
Yeah,
always
the way right.
I actually want to see this show, this Falcon and Winter Soldier show.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for this. I love Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, he's good. And they did say it's set after Endgame.
Yeah, so it's all new stuff.
Right. 6 episodes.
I'm down for that.
And it's fall of next year.
Yeah, totally down for all this.
And Baron Zemo's in it.
He's the boo.
There was someone else. Forgot who else was coming in it. I should have made the note.
I
But
know.
it's another pre-existing character that's coming back in it.
Oh. Maybe it's Agent 13.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh,
Sharon
okay.
Carter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for my wild guess being correct.
It's like it was someone big and important to the Captain America franchise. Who was
It's
it?
probably her. Seems like it makes
she's
more
coming
sense to
back.
me.
And then the show to follow that's WandaVision.
I'm also hyped for this, and I wasn't hyped for it before their panel.
San Diego.
Yeah. So it's the main character is Scarlet Witch. Paul Bettany is back as Vision. He doesn't know how Vision is back.
Or if he did, was insane.
He seemed genuine or whatever.
I mean, he is an actor, so he is kind of a professional liar.
I think he said he didn't read all the scripts. No, I don't even know if they're all done.
Right. I mean, like I was saying, it's like if they're I don't know how Disney's doing this, if they're dropping like the whole series at once, like Netflix does, or if they're going to slow roll it like Hulu does on a lot of their stuff. And they may have just not filmed how he comes back yet.
But this is after Endgame.
Yeah, it's bridging Endgame to the new Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah. Right when this ends off is when Doctor Strange begins, and Wanda's going to be in it. And this has Monica Rambeau in it.
Okay.
The girl who was Captain Marvel's niece.
Yeah.
But a new actor, an adult version of her. Obviously, because she was a child in the 90s.
Yeah.
How these characters tie together, I have no idea. It doesn't even start filming until like December this year. So.
Right. Well, I'm sure they'll explain it.
Yeah. I told somebody yesterday, you were there, where I was like, they don't have all the scripts written for WandaVision, but Benedict Cumberbatch is looking at a script for the Doctor Strange movie actor. I like that he knows more about Paul Bettany's future than Paul Bettany does.
Oh, I mean, it kind of just shows the difference between a show production and a movie production.
Yeah. There's a Loki show coming out that following Tom Hiddleston with Brian as well as Loki.
I was going to say on the WandaVision, it's going to be early 2021. And
it's
6 to 8 episodes. I think most of these are going to be 6 to 8.
Yeah. They don't want to overstay the welcome.
Right, but yeah, Loki.
Yeah, it's following the Loki that gets lost, it steals the Space Stone in
Endgame.
The one that teleports away. So
it's in that universe, or timeline, whatever you want to call it.
Assuming he doesn't get somewhere because of the documentary.
Right, which I kind of enjoy that. Both the first Avenger movie and post Endgame.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Hiddleston did an interview where he was like, it's fun for him because he got to do all the sort of anti-hero Loki stuff, and he was like, yeah, but this ain't that Loki. This is the Loki that just got slammed by the Hulk. Was getting carted out and being arrested.
Yeah,
this is that evil
villain.
Loki.
Yeah, this is still villain Loki.
This is the Loki that just lost to the Avenger and what he's doing now.
I'm looking forward to it. Sounds interesting. I know Tom loves playing Loki, it seems.
Of course he does.
So, and they also said Hawkeye's coming, which is going to be late 2021.
Yeah, it's still in development. We don't know a whole lot about this. Except that it has...
What I've seen is it's after Endgame. It's post-Endgame.
Yeah, it's about him passing the mantle on to Kate Bishop, who in the comics is like the young female version of Hawkeye.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to check it out. I'm getting Disney Plus.
Yeah, I mean, we'll know more about it as time goes on. Far this thing out, I think that they
it's not quite the far of this. Oh, no, it is, because What If is before it.
What If barely counts.
Yeah, that's why I put it last.
Yeah, it's an animated show narrated by the Watcher, and it's doing just what if scenarios. It actually does take place in the MCU, or at least it's using those characters in the same actors.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what if scenario, so it's alternate universe stuff.
Yeah. It might be real cute, though. Like, it might be real fun.
And they did say they're bringing in, like, the actual actors come in and voice their characters.
You gotta think that there's an executive somewhere slamming his fist on a table having to pay RDJ $7 million to do a 20-minute animated episode of a show.
They probably aren't paying him that much.
I know.
But he's probably getting 5 figures for one day of work.
Yeah. Voice work.
Right.
Probably, like, up the road from his house in LA.
Probably. Heck, he may be one of those. He has a sound studio. He's not even leaving the house.
Yeah.
He just walks over and is like, okay, I'll record these lines. I'm Iron Man. That's good enough. Cool. I'm going to go do actual work now.
Yeah. It's just
that's all the stuff they said about Marvel.
Oh, no, you said Blade.
Yeah,
You said
yeah,
that
they
was
said
on
Blade.
and Blade was getting his own movie.
Right. That was the first thing I said on the no dates, so no
Okay,
details.
yeah. I was lost in thought apparently.
Being
that was the
that
one.
they exist.
That was the one that was weird because we both like didn't know it was a movie until they like started releasing official images for the titles.
Right.
I was like, really? This is so weird to me. That's a movie. On its
Yeah, I
own.
mean, the Blade caught me off guard.
But-
The 4 movie caught me off guard.
It caught me off guard until I realized Hemsworth wasn't in it.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah, I feel you.
that makes sense.
It's an LGBTQ movie. I was like, that seems fine.
Yeah, I have no
Cool,
problem
actually.
with
I
it.
like that lady who plays Valkyrie a lot.
Yeah, I enjoy her. I was glad she popped up in the end game.
Yeah, I'm hyped to watch. I'm hyped to see more of a Shang-Chi. I don't know anything about the people who are playing in the movie. I don't know who's Mandarin, but I'm into that style.
Right.
Like I like the Iron Fist. Shang-Chi, like essentially the same thing. So it's like stylistically, the kind of the martial arts.
Yeah, I
magic.
looked at the dude. I saw a picture of the dude. I guess playing a character.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, he looks familiar, but he was not in anything I've ever watched. So
Oh, it's just one of those.
yeah, which isn't necessarily bad.
No, it could. I don't know who's playing that guy. I do want to see this Doctor Strange movie.
Doctor Strange sounds good.
It's supposed to be like super wild, scary, bunch of people in it.
I mean, pretty much all the Marvel stuff, except for Internals. I'm like hyped on.
Yeah, I don't care much. I don't know if I'm going to care much for this Black Widow return.
Black Widow, I feel like it's a little late, but I like the character, so I'm gonna want to go see it.
Oh, they do have a guy cast as the Mandarin, and he actually is. He is Chinese. Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, you're right. His name is Liu Simi, the guy who's playing Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
And you're right. I look at him and I go, I've seen this guy in something, and
I think you may have actually have.
Well, let me look at this. Dude, I've seen everything. So.
Exactly. I was
Uh,
looking through it. I was like, I think Casey's talked about this thing.
well, I've seen all of Orphan Black. No,
Yeah,
I haven't.
that's
I'm
what
sorry.
it is.
There's a season of Orphan. I've seen 4 seasons of Orphan Black.
That's
That's what
right.
I've seen.
That was the show.
He's in
That's-
one episode, which, knowing me, that's where I've seen him, but I
Right.
can't recall what it was, or what it did, but that's totally where I saw it. Well, he was in Heroes Reborn, but did I watch that? Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, he's a stunt performer, so that
Yeah.
I probably saw, but I can't tell you like what episode it was or what he. But he's just got one of those faces, which is good for doing a main role. But this is his first main role in anything.
Let's talk about the least talked about thing from San Diego.
Oh.
Magic series. Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Animated series.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they didn't even talk about it in the Magic the Gathering panel. They don't care.
yeah, even the guys you were telling me, the guys that are the creative team behind it, it's like, oh yeah, we're working on that.
Well, yeah. It's like on the it's not on the back burner. I mean, they're actively working on it, the Russo brothers. But it's like they just did in game, so it's like, yeah, this is a card game thing we have.
Right.
Contract for.
But actually, apparently Magic also had a big panel about the actual card game.
Yeah, you read this. I didn't even read this article.
It just came out today. I saw it earlier this morning. It's like, oh, I need to look at this later. But the next set is from Eldraine? I don't know. But the way they describe it is Camelot meets Grimm's fairy tale is a way to explain this. It's a high fantasy medieval world filled with knights and castles along with the magic's take on the fairy tale.
It could actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
It could be real cool.
But the big, that's whatever, honestly. But the big thing that came out of it is they're changing how they're releasing the sets and stuff.
Yeah, you tell me about some of these special packs they have.
Yeah, apparently last year Wizards reorganized the way they run their company.
Yeah.
They divided stuff up into studios, so now they got basically a dedicated team that does nothing but Magic, the card game. And I'm assuming like Transformers has their own. They said Magic, there's a studio for just the franchise, so
Gotcha.
they're overseeing like the animated
Yeah.
series.
Transformers. I mean, I'm assuming that's how Hasbro just breaks everything down. Transformers is the
Yeah.
same way.
And they got
There's
like a different studio for the digital game. So I mean, that's interesting. But some of these changes they've already did, like they upped the foil drop rate where it's 1 in 45 instead of 1 in 67.
Yeah, people like foils.
Right. They
I
changed.
don't, but people do.
Yeah, they changed the frame card style. I'm not sure what to call it on the tokens.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, maybe the formatting
Yeah, they changed that with the last set.
or layout. Yeah, I saw some of these. I never really look hard at tokens. To me, they've had like the most format changes of any other thing.
Well, they don't know what to do with them, so
Yeah, they should like just push the crap out of those minis they did for like $3 or whatever.
Right.
They were tokens that had the power toughness on their bases.
those were kind of neat. I never bought any. That's awesome.
I didn't either, but they don't push them. They just make more sets of those.
But the
Or they should put those out with the card sets with tokens that are from this standard set.
Yeah, I honestly liked it at Omnicat where they gave you a set of the tokens in the bundle.
Yeah.
I wish they kept that going.
Do they not still do
No.
that? That's like a great idea.
That was awesome. I mean, it would still drop. I mean, people would still want tokens in the pack.
Well, because you want multiples of certain kind.
I mean, there's some you don't want multiples of, but I mean, I wouldn't turn down like 500 zombie tokens. Well, not 500, but like getting like 20, 30 zombie tokens. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use those if I'm running a
Yeah,
zombie
you don't
deck.
just want one of those.
Right. But let's get into some of the big quote unquote announcements from this.
Suppose.
They're doing borderless planeswalkers like what they did in the Mythic editions. That's going to become a normal in the set that you can pull. Which, I say in the set that you can pull, but we'll get into how they changed the booster packs in a second. They also are doing extended art frames on a lot of I think all the cards can potentially be like this.
It's just like cards.
I think so. And then they're going to have special frames that vary from set to set, called showcase frames.
We looked at the format for this, and
yeah, I showed you the picture earlier of the first one, and for the first set, it's okay. I guess if I know more about the set, I would probably be more interested.
Wasn't it really weird?
And it's like a book almost, or like a scroll. That's the way the text box looked.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that same one.
Actually, they said there's a new frame. I didn't look at this. Oh, I don't like it. They actually got a new frame where it's like a open book.
Huh. I'm trying to find this article.
It's like the top article on the Magic page.
I want to.
It's called Project Booster Fund. Is the name of the article that we're pulling this from.
Project Booster Fund?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I was under.
Oh, it's okay. The new frame is cards that have a new mechanic are going to have this frame.
God.
Which
Okay.
Which I'm not sure what the gimmick mechanic is for this set. Well, I'm going to guess it's going to be some kind of fairy tale.
Of course. So the tokens are different. These borderless planeswalkers, I guess they're okay, but
People are going to be hyped for them.
yeah.
And then the showcase cards, they're going to have a stylized version with the new theme.
So this is a normal
And
frame.
I think they're going to have new artwork.
A new frame, but only for cards with new mechanics.
Whatever the gimmick mechanic is. Like Dominaria had the legendary enchantments and stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be whatever that mechanic is for
I
the
wonder
set.
if this is going forward or if it's just for this fairy tale set because it's like a book.
Well, they said it's going to be different for each set.
Oh.
So like this,
That's just gonna make sense.
like that frame I showed you, it's only for this set.
I don't hate it, but it's just gonna make sense. So, like when you look back in 10 years,
Right.
you're like, what does this card do? It's like it's nothing special. It's just a weird thing they did
That's
one
like-
time.
Bonding is now
Yeah.
in Magic. I remember someone asking the shop owner, it's like, what's bonding? How does it
Banding.
work? Banding. Yeah.
Bonded is a TV show.
Yeah. Banding. And he's like, don't worry about it. It's not worth the
Don't even
hassle.
buy it, yeah.
Just skip it. Don't worry about it.
And then
But
the showcase frame is like wild. It's like the book and stuff that's got like a bunch of weird art.
Right.
Oh, and if they're doing like cool fairy tale art,
yeah, I mean, it looks like it'll fit the theme.
it looks like it looks like a different card game. I can't put my finger on what I'm thinking of. Like I'm not gonna be able to remember it, but
Okay.
it doesn't even look like that, and I don't necessarily like it when they do. Like they had that one set of special foils in the Amonkhet thing that looked like almost like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, yeah, like there were hieroglyphics or something.
Yeah,
Or they were like on papyrus.
this is like
I
kind of like
hated it.
the new version of that,
But,
not as
yeah.
rare, I don't think.
They're going to be doing that kind of stuff. But the big changes are the way they're doing boost now. We got the old standard traditional booster, but they're calling
15
it
card booster.
they're calling it draft boosters now.
Yeah,
That's what they've been doing for 26 years.
yeah.
Then they're doing theme boosters. Which they've been doing these for a while.
Yeah,
Or something
they've been
similar.
doing them like for a few sets now, where it's just like a color or a guild.
Yeah, and it's 35 cards. You just slap the land in and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. They're going to continue with those. There's really not much. Oh, they officially premiered in Guilds of Ravnica.
Yeah, they were cool there.
Yeah, so they're pretty much continuing with those.
Yeah, it gives you like a rare or that you could use.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll give it. That's down with the line, but and then they're also doing collector boosters, which are like $20 to $25 booster packs.
They're only 15 cards, like the draft.
Yeah, they're still a
is,
booster.
but all the rarities are going to be higher and foilings.
Yeah. So the way it's going to be, the breakdown on the boosters, it's down in the article.
Yeah, I see it.
Is like I said, the draft boosters are the boosters we know.
10 commons, 3
Rare,
uncommons.
3 uncommons, 10 commons, a land, a token. Nothing different there.
Sweet.
Theme boosters are 35 cards, 1 reference, which is 1.1 rare.
Yeah, so every 10th one will have 2 rares.
I guess you have a small chance for a second rare.
Yeah.
And it's 33 to 34 common uncommons.
Yeah.
Doesn't give the breakdown there.
I
And
think
a
it
reference
depends on
card.
the theme.
Yeah, and a reference card, which is new player information.
Of course.
And now the big fancy stuff, the collector boosters.
And if you don't know how much a regular Magic pack costs, $3.99.
Right.
These are
These are
$25.
5 to 6 times more
Yeah.
expensive. But you get one rare mythic rare with extended art.
Yeah,
You get one foil rare myth.
sure.
So you get 2 rares guaranteed in the pack.
Of course.
9 foil commons or uncommons.
No particular.
But no breakdown on what you get.
Yeah.
It's not like 3 uncommons, 6
Yeah,
commons.
just
It doesn't
breakdown.
say. 3 special frame cards, which are the showcase cards of the borderless planeswalkers.
Yeah, no particular breakdown on how many of what or what.
1 ancillary card.
I don't know.
They do say what those are in a second.
Oh, okay. And then the foil token. I was about to say earlier when you were mentioning tokens, it's like, man, they should find a way to do foil tokens. But
Yeah, which they did. So the rare mythic rare is just the extended art one. It's just one with adds art extended.
yeah, but it can
Nothing
be anything
special.
from the set. So you can pay and get some of those just dumpy junk rares that are just extended art.
Yeah, I mean it's just stretched out art. And then you get a foiled standard rare,
Yeah. And ancillary cards.
which they did say on the foil it can include the variant versions such as the borderless planeswalker extended art showcase.
Okay.
So it's any rare
Maybe you
card.
can pay $25 and then the great set get like a $200 pack.
Yeah, you could get that extended art Lily from one of the master sets.
Yeah.
Pretty much foiled. Then 9 foil commons or uncommons, nothing special there. They're just the foiled cards.
Sweet.
But actually including variant versions such as showcase cards.
Yeah, I think
So,
they just put all these things in a pile and went divvy them out in 15 cards. Divvy them out.
Okay, the 3 special frame cards, they're, like I said, they're going to be either the borderless planeswalker or a showcase card. And these will be the non-foiled versions.
And the ancillary card.
And they said in this set, one of those slots is going to be a common showcase card. So, okay, you
But
got
that's
a
for
chance
this set
2. Yeah.
specifically. For the Eldraine.
The ancillary card it's any card from the set that does not appear in the normal set booster packs.
I hate this.
So like
idea.
the special planeswalkers from the planeswalker deck, the
No,
special cards from those packs,
I guess
the
it's
new
a
cards,
neat way, Phil.
the new cards from the brawl decks, the buy the box card potentially.
That could be cool.
I mean, it's kind of a nice way because if you're gonna buy a bunch of these, spam, you don't have to worry about buying the planeswalker pack if you want all the cards.
That's fair.
If you get enough, and then no foil token.
They're $20 to $25.
Yeah, but I want to see more information on it. They're not changing the Planeswalker decks, any. Beyond that, you can potentially find the cards in the collector pack.
All decks.
Brawl decks are interesting.
The-
There's 60 card decks. There's 4 versions of them, at least in this first set. And they have 7 new mechanically unique cards per deck.
I think they're always going to be 4 because I think the point of the game is to play a pots of 4.
Right, and you get a life wheel in it. Doesn't really say much. Beyond the life wheel, it's just a card that has a wheel so you can keep track of your life.
Yeah.
There's a life counter.
But the box gives you 10 draft boosters, 20
Oh,
foil
yeah, the
basics, 20
bundle.
regular basics.
Yeah, this is the bundle.
Yeah, and a promo card and a and
They didn't change that from the core 2020.
the 20 foil basics in that.
I don't know. I didn't buy it, but
Yeah.
they said on Arcos, they say this is the latest version of the bundle. This new incarnation started with core 2020,
Gotcha.
so they're just continuing with that,
And the promo pack, which is like the
like the prizes I gave out,
standard showdown pack.
which is going to be 1 full stamped rare mythic from the set.
Yeah, that was,
1 full stamped curated rare mythic from a selected group of 121 cards
Yeah,
from
that's-
Overset.
Yeah, the only thing new, then they did have an FNM promo,
Right.
and then the only thing I think is
Yeah,
new
they
is
pulled out the promo land from it,
yeah, and they're doing MTG Arena promos
where it says it gives you a booster pack in it.
in the Arena game.
And it's not available everywhere, apparently, but
Yeah, not available in certain regions.
wherever that means.
I don't know where all that card is available, so where all that game is available. And then there's a Biowop Motion, which will give you a collector's booster and the Biowop's promo card.
Yeah,
So if you buy a whole box, you're getting a free collector's booster.
right. They're trying to hype it.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the boxes are still all draft colors.
Right. That's really pretty much what they said. I think maybe you can get like a box of the collector boosters.
Probably. I can't
Yeah.
imagine why you wouldn't be able to, but I don't think they're considered the same style of thing.
Oh, so-
Player Spotlight card. For many years, they ran the Magic Invitational, and the winner was allowed to design a card that they were pictured on. And starting with this new set, Throne of Eldraine, they're using the new World Champion Player Spotlight card. They don't design it, but they will be pictured in the art. It's like what they did with Dark Confidant way back when.
Snapcaster was one.
Until they changed stuff.
It didn't last. I think it was just in the one set.
It too, I knew at least. That's pretty much it for the Magic stuff. A lot of stuff though for them to announce like that, just out of the blue.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they announced it at San Diego. But I guess they really don't have a presence at Gen Con most of the time.
No, they don't really. I mean, they do a lot of gaming, but
Yeah, but that's for a third party.
yeah.
Something popped up on this, but I don't see it.
I think this is it.
But if it pops up, I can bring it up next time. So, yeah, I think that's going to wrap up the episode.
Yeah, we're gonna be wrapped up this week. We're still working out a new format, new episodes to be dropped out. We're gonna be super busy the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, because we got to finish the Good Omens episode.
And playing for Gen Con and
Yeah,
be out
Gen
of town,
Con.
plus work and regular life.
That's different work.
Yeah, we're not. I was dropping a lot of different things. I'm just gonna consolidate to mentioning our Facebook and Questionable Fandom podcast because that's where we're most active
Yeah.
at this point.
The only spot we're active, be on Patreon.
Yeah, I mean we have a Patreon Questionable Fandom, but I mean as far as getting the contact, we're just gonna consolidate it for now because you can message us on Facebook. and
Well,
you can-
we might as well keep the email.
Yeah, so it's qf.mailbag@gmail for any suggestions for show topics or new stuff that we
questions.
missed. Yeah.
Because I honestly want to see questions.
Yeah, of course. Exactly. Or ideas for polls or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
The more interactive
I
stuff.
wouldn't mind if we somehow get enough questions to do like a Q&A episode.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and you can, like I said, just send in the questions any way you can find out. But qf.mailbag is what we have set up to do it.
Yeah, I tried to keep eye on the Facebook, but I may not be looking there for questions reliably. I think the email would be the most reliable.
Yeah,
if
but
you want a question or comment.
as far as getting show news
Yeah.
and whenever episodes are dropping and new ideas, we're going to be on the Facebook.
Yeah, and this is something we don't normally plug, but it's like leave us reviews on wherever you listen to us on, iTunes,
Yeah,
whatever.
like-
'Cause it does help.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and leave a review.
Yeah, and tell your friends if you enjoy it, because we kind of want to grow the audience.
A little bit.
It would be nice.
All right, we'll be back next week for a preview of Gen Con 2019.
And it's going to be kind of our new
format,
what we're
yeah.
thinking about doing, switching to.
Yeah, but we'll be trying to go over. I'll be trying to go over at least some hot games I can find.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be talking about what I'm looking forward to at Gen Con.
Yeah, and we should have a rough idea what we're actually going to be doing.
Hopefully back then, since we're going to be recording at the Sunday before Gen Con.
Yeah, which is the following Thursday.
I hope we're going to know what our plan is for Gen Con at that point.
Yeah, okay.
And then the week after that, we're going to be
Good Omens episode.
Good
will be
Omens
released.
episode, which
We should
It's
wrap
one-
this week.
yeah, we're gonna hopefully have it all recorded this week, maybe into next week. But we'll have it all recorded before Gen Con,
We'll put it all together.
and I may be editing it in the car coming up to Gen Con because I got the time or on the way back.
Yeah, but we'll at least mention that next week as well. It won't be out
Yeah.
next week, but we'll have a firm confirmation on that status.
Yeah, and like we said, this is what we're thinking about for a potential Patreon episode.
Yes, at least that style where we watch through something and then break it down as we go.
Yeah,
So it's a little bit more in depth instead of just watching and going, "Hey, I liked it or didn't like it."
right.
But that's gonna be it for us this week.
Yeah, talk to you next week.